Hi everybody, welcome to another episode of Simply Healed, and Happy New Year to everybody.
Hi Sean. Hello everyone. Happy New Year to you guys.
Alright, we're going to dive straight into the topic today, and I'm sure it's going to be very interesting. Everybody's going to ask during the Q&A about the details. So without further ado, the topic today is how to lose your holiday weight. Right? So all of you who are guilty of eating too much during the, what's that called? The
Noche Buena. Actually, that's for Christmas. So what we have on New Year is Media Noche.
Okay, these two. All I know is that you eat past midnight, right? So you eat and eat. And even for myself, I also put on weight because I get a lot of ham, which Doc Jansen says don't eat too much ham. All right, but you know, here's the good news. Before Doc Jansen were focused on the health aspect, I, being a bit more shallow, will focus on the vanity aspect. So I just want to start by saying it's very easy for me to go back to my pre-holiday weight. In fact, I can easily lose 1.5 to 2 pounds a day. Okay, and if you want to know how I do that, I'm going to tell you right now. Okay, the secret is really, number one, you've got to stop eating all the nonsense. So that part is simple logic. The other part is I take a lot of PPAR tablets. All right. So what does that do? Scientifically speaking, okay, it gets your metabolic systems working the right way. If you are a nutritionist or you are studying medicine, then the technical term is you go into the Krebs cycle rather than the Cori cycle. All right. So you literally your body burns the food properly, and it burns more energy. The more calories you burn, the more weight you lose. Right, so a very common thing among all the people who take PPAR tablets for diabetes, blood cholesterol, is that they notice that their belt size and pant size go down. So don't just focus on the weight, because sometimes your weight stays the same because your body actually builds muscle, and muscle is heavier than fat. So focus on your waistline. You will notice that after taking PPAR tablets, at least 10 tablets 2 times a day. And if you want to lose weight, you take it before meal. All right, before meal. Usually, if you can, if it's ideal, if you remember, take it maybe 30 to 45 minutes before meals. If you forget, take it with your food. If you really forgot, take it after your food. It's better to take than not to take. What happens is that your body then contains all the vitamin B groups and all the other important nutrients, so that when you eat your food, your body actually goes through the Krebs cycle where it burns up the nutrients, the carbo that you eat into ATP, into energy much more efficiently. And that's why you end up losing weight. So that's great, right? It's not just about fasting. It's really about eating the right foods, so that even when you eat the junk food, because we eat our processed food, is all empty calories. If you have the vitamin B groups in your body, in your bloodstream, in your system, then you are able to better metabolize all these calories that you take in. And if you burn calories, you lose weight. And if you lose weight, your waistline goes slimmer. Right? So I cover the vanity, now to Dr. Jansen, the health benefits.
The health benefits. Okay. So actually, what Sean said is completely true, especially when it comes to losing weight. Now, a better marker to gauge, if you are already at risk or not, based on your physical appearance alone, okay, your physical characteristics, all right, is to measure the waist circumference, because visceral fat is a better marker to know if you are at risk for developing the chronic disease, the diabetes, hypertension, heart disease, cancer even. Okay, so waist circumference is a better marker or better parameter to measure rather than the BMI or the body mass index.
Oh, really?
So as you all know, the body mass index, that is we doctors use to to categorize you as normal weight, overweight, obese. Okay, so we have specific numbers for that. But as you all know, if you are a weightlifter, then the BMI does not apply to you because of your muscles. If you are bulky, if you are a bodybuilder, then you will have a lot of muscle mass. And based on the category alone, you might be overweight or obese in category,
but you're not.
Your lean muscle are way higher, and your body fat percentage is really low. So waist circumference is a better measure.
So what is an unhealthy waist circumference?
Okay, we have two for men and women. So for men, the cutoff is 90 centimeters. So if your waistline is 90 centimeters and up, then you have to be careful because you are already at risk. For women, it is 80 centimeters.
In Philippines here, do you use inches or centimeters?
Centimeters is the
Okay.
appropriate unit of measure. So just convert it to inches if you're not familiar with the centimeters. Okay? So
90 for men.
Yeah, 90 for men and 80 for women.
Alright, so oh my god, a lot of my friends were
Definitely, definitely.
Okay, so that it doesn't matter how tall or how short you
Doesn't
are.
matter.
Okay, that's good. That's good to know. It doesn't matter how.
Your body mass index can be normal, but if you have a beer belly, yeah, you're still not healthy. Okay, now you see. Okay, now you see. Okay,
That's a great tip, Doc. Yeah.
So that's number one. And number two, what's great about Simply Nature PPARs is that it's a gene activator. So it not only helps you burn more calories by using the Krebs cycle, it also activates fatty acid metabolism. Okay, so that is the main mechanism through which this acts. That's why you burn more fats.
Wow.
Okay? In fact, this Simply Nature PPARs, the PPARs, right? PPARs, so peroxisome proliferator activating receptor agonists. Okay, we have a specific drugs for that. Okay, so you have your thiazolidinediones, or simply known as your pioglitazones. Okay, so that's a drug for diabetes. Why do we give this drug? It is an insulin sensitizer. Okay, so it makes your insulin function much better. But pioglitazone only acts on one type of PPAR receptor. We have 3 PPAR receptor, and Simply Nature PPARs acts on all 3 PPAR receptors.
And we are natural.
And we are natural.
We're not a drug.
Yeah, it's not synthetically made. Okay, so that's another good thing about it. So the effect is insulin or your insulin function is highly dependent on the fats. Okay, so if you are eating a lot of fats, your insulin function will go down.
Oh.
Okay,
So our videographer Noel has to watch his waistline.
okay, so as you all know, diabetes is or type 2 diabetes is practically insulin resistance. Okay, your insulin is not functioning well, so that's why you have high blood sugar. Okay, so the approach there would be, number 1, to make your insulin sensitive again. Number 2 is to exercise. Okay, so you have to move more actually, and then try to change your diet to a whole food plant-based diet. Okay, so here's another thing. You have to have a very high fiber content in your diet. Okay, and fiber is only found in plant foods. So your Simply Nature PPARs has fiber.
Yeah,
because
we
it's
actually
made
have
out
fiber.
of a microalgae.
Yeah.
So where else can you find fiber? Plant foods, fruits, vegetables, whole grains, and legumes. Okay, and if you have some
not in
difficulty,
lechon.
not in lechon, okay, not in any type of animal food product. Okay, it can only found in plant foods.
Okay.
And I know it's very difficult to eat vegetables. Yeah, here's a tip. Take Cleansing Plus. Cleansing Plus is a fiber supplement of Simply Nature. And how I use this for weight loss? Okay, you take this, you dissolve 1 sachet in a glass of water, then take this before eating dinner. Okay?
Oh.
Cleansing Plus, if you take
Before
this
meal.
before meal, okay?
Oh, that's
So,
a new tip for me.
The concept here is so that before eating dinner, you're already so full, so you eat less.
Eat less.
And of course, since it's fiber, you the tendency for your intestine to absorb all the carbs, all the fats.
So
in
all
what
the
you just
oil
ate.
that follows that
Yeah.
you eat after you drink your cleansing plus will be stuck to the fiber.
You're stuck to the fiber. So and another one is, since it's fiber, you move your bowel much faster. So you eliminate those unwanted molecules, unwanted waste products much faster as well. So that is how I do it. Also, before I forget, cholesterol, okay? Even cholesterol comes out through the poop, okay? And
Yes.
a high
You
fiber-
can get oily poop.
Yeah. Okay. So a high fiber diet, if you have in your diet, if the fiber is very high, you can actually pull cholesterol from your blood and poop it out. Okay, because cholesterol is primarily how does cholesterol goes about inside the body, no? Okay, so cholesterol is mainly made by the liver. Okay, so cholesterol is essential for different functions inside the body. Okay, But here's the problem. If you have too much cholesterol, then it will be harmful to you because excess cholesterol, well, where does it go? To the blood vessels. And then,
then you get a heart attack,
you can get a heart attack, and aneurysms, stroke, heart attacks, and
high blood cholesterol.
High blood cholesterol, hypertension, your kidneys can be destroyed, okay, because of these blockages. Actually, even impotence.
Impotence is so important to all the men, right? It's just the beginning of the year, right?
For men,
you gotta want to be performed the whole year.
So I'm talking so much stuff here.
But Doc, you were just sharing with me just now. One of your patients was so happy because after taking PPAR tablets, he came to you and said, "What?
Yeah,
it works again, or
yeah, it works again. We have a flag ceremony, guys." So amazing.
But to all the wives, that's good news also, right?
Yeah, they'll have a better sex life.
Yeah.
Anyway, okay, going back to the topic. Now, that is how cholesterol is made. So anything in excess, cholesterol from your food, dietary cholesterol, you actually don't need them. Okay. You can live without dietary cholesterol. And dietary cholesterol can only be found in animal food products. It cannot be found in plant foods.
Wow, even if you eat a lot of avocados?
Yeah, even if you eat a lot of avocados.
Wow.
Avocados do not have cholesterol, okay? It has fats, but cholesterol is a different thing. Okay?
Wow, that's new to me.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright, so basically, the principle is, if you are someone who just got out from the holidays, eat a lot of lechon, okay, it's better for you to take Cleansing Plus so that the excess cholesterol from your body, once they recirculate to the intestine, to be used as inside for the digestion process, you don't reabsorb them to your system again because it sticks to the fiber. So the fiber acts like a sponge.
And you'll pull it out.
Yeah, you pull it out. So that is how you naturally reduce your cholesterol.
Oh,
okay.
No, you said something really interesting that I just caught. The cholesterol that you ate like a few days ago actually goes back into your intestines.
Yeah. So what you eat, right?
Yeah.
Actually, it's within hours.
Okay.
Okay. So let's say, for example, you just ate lechon.
Okay.
You ate a lot. You ate a lot of you ate
roast pig. For those of you who don't know what lechon is.
So it has cholesterol, right?
Yes. Okay. Lots of cholesterol.
Now, your intestine will digest that. Okay?
Yes.
And then once it's digested, you will absorb that. Okay?
Into the bloodstream.
Into the bloodstream. Now, from the bloodstream, it goes to the liver.
It goes to the liver.
Where it is stored and then transported to the different parts of the body by your LDL cholesterol.
Okay.
Now, excess cholesterol, for that matter, from the different parts of your body, they will be transported by your HDL. Okay. So HDL pulls it from the blood vessels towards the liver so that your liver can use them. And so that your liver can process it to bile.
Okay. Oh, that's what bowel is made of.
Yeah. So your bile will now go to your gallbladder to be stored. And then once you eat a fatty food, your gallbladder will now secrete the bile to your intestine, going back to the intestine to dissolve the fat. Oh. That is how. That is the role of cholesterol in the digestion.
Oh,
in the digestion
so you will have a second chance after you've eaten the food for some time to pull that excess cholesterol out of your body.
Yeah.
Oh, that's something new.
But the thing is here, okay? If your diet doesn't have fiber, it's all animals.
Then it keeps
okay?
recycling.
Then it just goes around and round and round.
Oh, you keep getting more and more cholesterol in your body.
Your liver produces more cholesterol to transport cholesterol. And number two, you keep adding cholesterol through your diet. What do you think will happen? It will accumulate inside your body.
So that's why even if you drink cleanse days after you had your big buffet of lechon, it still works to pull cholesterol out of your body.
It works. Yeah, it definitely works. So my advice to you is, if you are someone who hates drinking or hates taking medications, here's a solution: take Cleansing Plus. Then change your diet. Okay. Plant foods. Eat more plant foods and reduce the animal food consumption. That is how you decrease your cholesterol levels. Now,
I just wanted to say, it's always nice to go to the CR. You always feel good after you release. But today, what you shared with me is that going to the CR may not be so healthy if you didn't actually have fiber in your dietary intake. So there is a healthy CR and pointless CR. I mean, you go, you poo out, but the cholesterol still stays in your body. So for all of you who are regular, you are regular because despite having low fiber in your body, you still have a working GI and you are regular. But that doesn't mean that you go to the CR, it's helpful. So make sure you have enough dietary fiber. Thank you, Doc Jansen, for sharing that today. I'm so glad to know that taking fiber constantly removes cholesterol from my body. I didn't know that it comes out through the poop. Yeah, I thought you had to run on the treadmill for hours to burn everything away.
Yeah.
Wow, that it can actually come out of your poop. So that's really great advice. Take Cleansing Plus and eat more vegetables.
Yeah.
So I think those are great tips on how to lose weight. You want to increase your body's metabolism, go into the Krebs cycle, take PPAR tablets, deal with your comorbidities, and Dr. Jansen just shared an amazing tip about Cleansing Plus. You know what? I'm gonna go home and take Cleansing. I used to always take Cleansing Plus after the buffet.
After the buffet.
After the buffet or after the big meal. Now I realize it makes sense. It's like you send the fiber first to clear the way rather than behind, right? So you make it easy for everything to go through.
Yeah.
Wow.
Or you take it together with the fiber so that it passes easier.
Yeah, it makes so much sense before okay, so now we know. Those of you who are regular customers who have been taking Cleansing Plus after the big meal, why don't you try taking it before? And give us a feedback on how that works for you. Alright, Doc, thank you so much for the tips. I'm sure everyone is looking forward to getting yourself, your body summer ready. You have 6 months. Alright, to lose that weight and get toned and look good when the beaches reopen and no more ECQ. Yeah, and we all look good. Alright, so let's go to our Q&A.